99 Club LB matchup. All right, cool. Sorry, I'm not gonna read that out. Not because I can't read. It's just I don't want to. Sorry. How much power do I need for the Cleveland Clowns? Come on now. It's gonna be. Fuck it.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and our focus is on George Pickens. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the
Damn, look at that. 1,471. Hell yeah, he is.
Next.
Wait. Oh, fuck. My bad.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if
it
ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
Gotta get more,
yeah, we know where we'd be if it
yeah,
ended
the
today,
freaking season for this.
So they've got to continue to play the
Fuck.
that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second
and that was mine.
Throwing again. Gibson flushed out right.
Fault.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So
The mascot's fucking stupid.
Browns territory now at the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings
Oh,
up
the
second
summer
and
or whatever.
5.
Freaking
So,
stupid.
CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do.
Look at that fucking thing on the
Perfect
ground.
through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the
Look like a
season still to
fucking
come.
genetic version of fucking Ice
Percentage
Man.
chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Throwing on first down,
All right.
this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their
Hey,
wide
baby.
receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
That's a great example right there to remind
You
everyone.
gotta go nail time after this.
As a mobile quarterback, Charles, nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
This will be caught inside the 10.
That's
What?
good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there.
Gotta get another back for Cam.
15 of the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here.
Yeah, save the tab for the schools. There's money up for them. I don't know how much, but
And you've got to see a
everything helps.
on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench and he's telling his team,
the tab's on the
this is how
cans.
we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and
Check
score.
with your
I
local
told
school
you
to
guys,
find
it's just like
out.
a boxer in the gym,
Even though
preparing for
this
the
year's
fight.
almost over with.
Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. That's the right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20.
Well, either that or check with your local school to help donate as much as you can. Because them kids are going to be the future.
Fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his
Enemy
career.
territory right now.
He's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
I'm not letting out on the gas for no one.
His own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest
Damn,
gain.
I'm an
To
enemy.
me, he was determined to come through with a big message
Enemy
to a defense
territory
that
right now.
slipped on him in the pocket.
Alright, let's do this. I mean, come on, man. This is Cleveland Clowns.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Gibson rolling to his right.
I thought so, but he swatted away.
Down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a
The
deep ball.
frickety
But he was
frick.
unable to get away from the defender.
Alright,
Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this
Might have
one
to do this.
incomplete as well.
They certainly
Might
did a
rush
nice
it in.
job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open
Keep it open,
downfield.
keep it open, keep it open. Fuck.
Get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We might actually win.
In so many different
Shit.
ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week.
Focus
We just saw
on
their first one of this game.
Focus on everything else, but
Out comes this field general once more, leading
All
his
right.
offense back onto the field.
I got 2 points on that one.
First half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do
So,
that and put it in the
Boswell
end zone.
did his
They'd love
job.
to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown
fuck off.
pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
What?
Now a
Spice it
second
up.
and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-Cubs were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Alright, I'm on week 8. Okay, so I got a while to go. Alright.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It'll buy some time right. Well, this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 53 yards. And the Steelers are able to stretch out
Close
their
my eyes,
lead.
relax.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say,
The quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
First down. All right.
Steeler first down on the pickup of 11
yards. I don't want to do that. I should.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front.
Maybe we can actually see halftime.
Down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin in the AFC North up at Paycor Stadium. Baltimore in town to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bucs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll roll him out. And he can't find a receiver.
Seen him, but
Miles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
just cut that motherfucker.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Out to his left. Fights him off. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going. They can't stop him.
Gotta do things myself.
Touchdown. It's their quarterback. 85 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up. But in this case, he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Already had the 2 touchdown passes with the last drive. He ran
Trying to get yardage on this,
3
but
total touchdowns for
shit.
him here as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Gibson flushed out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down.
I should, like, do this myself.
On the tuck and run.
Give me a minute.
Staring down what was
Damn phone.
a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Well, good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to throw. Gibson, flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them.
Can't I, like, go in front of the players? Seriously?
But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Why do I have to do it?
Take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 28 yards. His guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's stop whining and come here. Damn kittens.
He got the job done on the ground on their previous drive with a touchdown run, and he'll start anew with a first down. On 1st and 10, Gibson escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they work
he caught it.
Field across the 45.
I said why the other one couldn't.
Pick up of 28 yards.
Alright.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational.
No need to tie over spilt milk.
They've gotten their receivers open so far. It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No, what? No. I'm going to go this way.
It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Got my shoelaces.
Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Big,
finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
So that means I got to do this myself. All right.
And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll
need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Forced out to his left. And running with power here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number,
that is
and
a gamer
makes
move.
the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On 1st down, Gibson eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Oh, yeah, he can run too.
Throwing on 1st down. Gibson flushed out right.
Fuck.
And he is going to be taken down.
Too many players. I should have went to left.
To the 2-minute warning. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Shoulda, woulda, but.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2nd and 14.
On the right
They've
side.
got work to do here after the sack. Steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Decent
Oh, I
gain
still
on the
won.
scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Shoves him away. Fights through and now a crease. And spinning now. A solid stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about filling up the stat sheet. Try these numbers on for size, Brandon. 2 touchdown passes, 3 touchdown runs. That's 5 total touchdowns. And you're going to come out victorious just about any time you put up numbers like that.
So for Pittsburgh, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
3-6. Wow. Sorry, I had to hear that.